cracking like a scar that still bleeds. You were standing in the doorway like a ghost in my dreams. Heart shaking in your chest like a war in your ribs. And the world outside was violent, but we swore we would live. All those street lights flicker like they knew our pain. We were kids with broken halos trying not to go insane. You said if we leave tonight we never look back. So I packed my fears in a bag and we ran with the shadows at our back.
And the world was burning, but your hand was warm in mine.
On that night we rose from the ashes. On that night we fought through the crashes. On that night the world tried to break us, tried to take us, but we lit the sky. I swear the stars remembered our names. The dark tried to swallow us whole in flame, but we stood, we stood, we stood on that night. The city was crying, sirens singing their grief, but your voice in my ear was the only relief. You said, promise me forever, and my ribs caved in, because loving you was holy like original sin.
We were shaking, terrified, but our hearts aligned. Two storms colliding in the dead of night. Every breath felt like a vow, sacred and violent, like God was holding still just to listen to the silence. And the dark grew louder, but you didn't let me drown.
On that night we rose from the ashes. On that night we fought through the crashes. On that night the world tried to break us, tried to take us, but we lit the sky. I swear the stars remembered our names. The dark tried to swallow us whole in flame, but we stood, we stood, we stood. We were running from ghosts no one else could see. Trauma wrapped around our spines like ivy, but your tears hit my shoulder like holy rain. And I realized love could both heal and maim.
We weren't perfect, we were shattered in half, but our flaws fit together like stained glass. Every crack was a story only we understood. We were broken, but we were good.
On that night, tell me you remember how the world stood still, how the universe listened when we whispered I will. Tell me you remember how your heartbeat cried when you looked in my eyes and said I'm terrified.
But we didn't let fear take the wheel that night. We walked straight into hell and demanded the light. You and me against fate, no armor, no plan, just two fragile hearts in the shake of our hands.
If I lose everything, don't let me lose that night. If the world forgets us, don't you forget that light. Cause I burned this whole world twice just to go back to
that night.
On that night we rose